What's up everyone, welcome back. For a little over a week now, the Lakers have been fully committed to playing into a small ball lineup. At the beginning of the year, many fans were already expecting them to heavily incorporate small ball into their lineup combinations. However, I do not think many people imagined that LeBron would be the one to play at center for them. Pretty much everyone thought that Anthony Davis would be the one to take on that role, and then with LeBron playing at power forward. But following an injury to Anthony Davis, and with Dwight Howard being in the health and safety protocol for a little while, LeBron has now found himself playing at center. And while they have been messing around with trying to play LeBron at the 5 for a little bit already, they have now fully committed to playing him there practically full time. Again, with Anthony Davis not being available to play, and with them not having had Dwight Howard when he was in the health and safety protocol, it came down to playing either DeAndre Jordan or LeBron at the 5, and thankfully they went with LeBron. DeAndre Jordan clearly is not a productive NBA player anymore, and the Lakers have finally begun to figure that out. And with them having finally realized that, it forced them to fully commit to playing LeBron at the 5. Now, he may not be the ideal fit for that position in every situation, but they have definitely reaped the benefits on offense. And with us now having a good sample to look at with LeBron playing at the 5, I think we can finally make an accurate prediction on how good they can become with him playing there. They truly made the commitment to playing that way 5 games ago on Christmas Day, because after going down 20 points to the Brooklyn Nets, they knew they had to make a change. And that change happened to be with playing LeBron at the 5 full time by benching both Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. However, what we have gotten from that has really been a mixed bag. Their offense has primarily looked incredible. It is nearly impossible to defend LeBron at the 5 when he has 4 other players around him who can either shoot the ball or are able to create their own offense. Pretty much every one of their lineup combinations that includes LeBron at the 5 are putting up numbers on offense that would be completely blowing away the entire NBA. For example, their go-to starting lineup with LeBron at the 5 lately, which includes Westbrook, Avery Bradley, Malik Monk, Stanley Johnson, and LeBron, has put up an offensive rating that is way higher than normal. In nearly 40 minutes of playing time together now, that lineup combination has put up an offensive rating of 129.3, and for reference, the Utah Jazz are currently leading the NBA with an offensive rating of only 117.0. Obviously, it has not been hard for them to put up points with LeBron at the 5, but what about defense? How have they been doing in that category when LeBron is at the 5? Now here is where they begin to decline. In that same lineup that I showed you before that would be leading the league in offensive rating, would also be dead last in the entire NBA in defensive rating. That 5-man lineup combination of LeBron, Russ, Avery Bradley, Malik Monk, and Stanley Johnson has put up a horrendous defensive rating of only 115.8. And again for reference, the Portland Trail Blazers currently have the worst defensive rating in the NBA at 114.3, which would be significantly better when compared to that 5-man Laker combination. However, even though they have not collectively been good on defense when playing into a small ball lineup, they have been able to make plays. Being quicker and more mobile has allowed them to speed up their rotations on defense, and has often led to them causing more turnovers too. And when it has come down to end of game situations, lately they have been able to look respectable on defense. Now, I know that it has only come against average teams, but there is reason to believe that they could do it against good teams eventually. Part of that has to do with simply getting more comfortable playing into a small ball lineup more often, but the other part has to do with getting players healthy, and more specifically, getting their defensive players healthy. They only added Stanley Johnson to their team a little over a week ago now, and he has already paid dividends on defense, and they are slowly beginning to incorporate Trevor Ariza back into their rotation as well. And Stanley Johnson and Trevor Ariza alone will be crucial to their small ball lineup defense moving forward. Both are long and lanky wing players who have a defensive mentality and can play at multiple different positions. And between LeBron, Trevor Ariza, and Stanley Johnson alone, they have each played as small forward, power forward, and even center for them at different times, and being able to do that provides a lot of versatility to a small ball lineup. And the numbers will back that up too. Their best lineup combination on defense during the past 5 games has been one that includes LeBron, Melo, and Stanley Johnson. And what I'm pointing to here is simply having a little more height and length on defense, helping them tremendously on the court when it comes to defense. Now, I know that all of these lineups have only seen limited action on the court together, but they can indicate where they have done well and where they need improvement moving forward. And if we are going off of that, then their starting lineup in particular has been great on offense, but definitely does need improvement on defense. They are playing at an elite level on offense, and even playing well enough to lead the entire NBA in offensive rating during that time frame, but at the same time, they have without a doubt been very underwhelming on defense. However, the one player that could help them remain elite offensively in their small ball lineup, but at the same time help improve their defense, would have to be Anthony Davis. They won't be able to have him on the court for at least another 2 to 3 weeks yet, but Anthony Davis could truly be the one to make their small ball lineup elite. AD has gotten a very hard time for his performance up until this point, but looking back on it, I don't think it has been nearly as bad as many people are making it seem. His 3-point shooting, and really shooting in general, has been awful, that we can all agree on, but I think that now having been without him for about 2 weeks, has only proven that they need him to become the team they want to be. With him on the court, they were becoming a good defense, and at the very least an average rebounding team. However, without him, they have been the worst team on defense and rebounding in the entire NBA when playing into a small ball lineup. Anthony Davis may never be the physical player that we want him to be, but he can definitely help make a difference in both rebounding and defense. Even if he could help them become an average defensive and rebounding team in a small ball lineup while remaining elite on offense, I believe that would be enough to help them become the team that they want to be. In conclusion though, how good has the Lakers small ball lineup been up until this point? Well, it's been great on offense, but very underwhelming at times on defense, but I think that could potentially change when Anthony Davis returns. But with that will conclude my thoughts on how good their small ball lineup has been and how good it can become. And what do you guys think? How do you feel about them committing to playing into a small ball lineup? Let me know what you think by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. And before you go, be sure to join the official Discord for the channel. We now have over 150 active members in there, and we have a lot of fun talking about the Lakers and really the entire NBA in general in there. If you want to join, I'll have it linked both on the screen and in the video description. And if you want additional NBA content from me on YouTube, head over to my second channel called JSM Plus. I make content about the entire NBA over there, so if you think you might enjoy that, be sure to check it out. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to everyone who took the time to watch until the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.